I am from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, specifically Langhorne. Born and raised, the area is pretty fun, kind of, but I spend most of my time in Philadelphia. When I first started lifting, I didn't have a specific goal. I just loved the sport. I didn't really think about competing. Greg, the owner of the gym that I go to, mentioned it a few times, and I just wasn't really feeling it at the moment, actually. I just was there because I loved the feeling of training, and I loved pushing myself, and I loved pre-exhausting my muscles and seeing where I could go mentally, physically, emotionally. I just laid everything on the table when I would lift. And it was mostly for that reason that I lifted, because it was more of like therapy for me. And then it turned into therapy / love / competition, and it just went on from there. My ultimate goal for lifting is, first, I just want to be better every single year than I was the year previously. Whether it be, size-wise, of course, but I just want to grow. I want to learn. I want to outlift my previous lifts from the year before. But right now, I'm working towards competing for my first time. I was going to do that about 2 years ago, but I just wasn't in the right state mentally, and I don't think the diet that I was following was the right one for me. But now I definitely want to compete, most likely in August, maybe the fall. We'll see where I'm at. There's no rush. The stage will always be there. I just want to be ready and in my top shape personally. And then I love lifting heavy things. Like, there's no point of lifting unless it's heavy at some point. So maybe I'll be able to power lift too. I'm working towards that, working on my form, getting my weights back up there. Maybe that'll be in my near future too. We'll see. I'm just taking it day by day and setting short-term goals. And I have the long ones in near reach, so we'll see what happens. I would watch my dad lift when I was really little. I never really was into it then, but I'd play around on his bench that he got when he was a kid, and I think I was like super strong by flexing and stuff. And all my friends would be like, "You're so strong," throughout grade school, but I didn't think much of it. I just ran track, and that's basically what I did. I didn't really know that lifting was a thing per se. I just thought people did it for fun. And then I went to Towson for track and field, and I started lifting there. It was mandatory about 2 to 3 times a week, just to improve our running and our performances and everything. And then I noticed that I was starting to love that a little bit more than track. So I was kind of in an uh-oh moment there. I was gaining muscle a little too quickly, and my runs were getting a little slower. Couldn't really long jump as far as I was initially. So then I stopped running and everything altogether. I got more involved in college and stuff. And then once I went to Temple, I was transferring around that time, and it's probably about 2-3 years ago, I went to a gym called Greg Long's, where my dad actually started lifting. And he kept telling me, try it out. And I was like, nah. But then I finally was like, whatever, I don't have anything to do right now. I'm just working and I'm transferring schools, so I may as well just give it a try. And I gave it a try. Greg set me up with 2 workout partners. I call them my second dads. And from there on out, I just fell in love with it. So, I guess about 2-3 years now, I've been really serious with bodybuilding. Got into weightlifting a little bit before, but nothing like this until I went there. So I absolutely love it. There's no going back. So when I first started working out with my 2 training partners, Glenn and Roger, at Greg Long's, I basically jumped right into it. We had splits. I believe we started with back and bis, chest and tris, legs, and then shoulders and arms, something like that. No, it wasn't shoulders, arms, it was just shoulders. We switched it up a few times, but literally they threw me right in. And I loved it because I'm very competitive, and for me, I like lifting with the guys because I like, having a little bit more to compete with, and they really pushed me. They're very knowledgeable. They supported me. I was going through like a really rough time during that time, and it just felt like a second home. They were there to listen. They were there to just put a smile on my face the entire time, and there was like no turning back. It was like my sanctuary. I would go there, I was happy. I'd spend 2 more hours even before and after the workout just talking with everybody. it changed my life, to say the least. So I jumped right in with them. I've always trained with guys from track and field to lifting because I love like that competitive edge, and they always say guys are stronger and stuff, but I started out lifting them sometimes, so we catch up too. What motivates me every day to basically just get out of bed is just knowing that every day is a new day. There's always a tomorrow. You don't have to live in the past. You don't have to worry about your mistakes every day. You learn from it, you grow. I've made mistakes. I've lived a past that I'm not happy or proud of at times. And the thing is that we all go through struggles and we all learn from them, hopefully. And my motivation has been the support and the friends and family that I have around me that just constantly encourage me to keep on moving forward. And I found that support and motivation mostly from inside, from lifting and going to the gym, and just knowing that my future lays in my own hands, essentially. It doesn't lie in anybody else's. I'm not depending on my mom, my dad, or my boyfriend or whatever to tell me what to do every day. It really just comes from within. And if I let my past experiences and everything else just drag me down, then I'm not going to be anything. I'm just going to sit there and just rot away. So what's the point of sulking and sitting in like the corner of your room crying? Yeah, I've done it. I think we all have. I write a lot or think of things to write when I'm laying in bed at night. That's when I always thought of my best poetry and everything. So I want to write just like a little blurb about myself. I guess you could say it's a little more poetic, kind of. But I put it in my notes in my phone. I record and put everything in my phone because it's the best place. But so I just said like, hey everyone, my name is Michelle. I was the person out there who tried to please everyone around me, but neglected myself. The person who lost her way and formed habits harmful to her health. The person who hated to look at herself in the mirror. The person who took a step forward only to take 2 steps back. But one day I had enough. I was tired of living the life I was not in control of. So I decided to put the past behind me and focus on the iron instead. A playground for grown-ups with endless room for growth. I have found my passion. I have found my safe place. I'm ready to take control again and give my newfound love every ounce of energy that I have. I'm a dream chaser, a passion seeker, and an avid learner of all things, good or bad. It's time to look ahead. Well, that's a little bit about me. And yeah, go get 'em.